What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, the long-awaited hot lap exhaust system. We're going to install this, but before I get to installing it, I'm going to put the bigger main jet in there off camera. But if you're interested in seeing how to rejet your carburetor, I'll put the link to one of my rejetting videos in the description below. But let me get that first, and then we'll get started on installing this. Finally. It's been a long time. Okay guys, so I just finished rejetting the carb. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start taking the factory exhaust off. So I think one of the first things I need to do is get this box out of here. So I believe the pipe runs up to just behind this panel, behind the box, and then we'll start working at taking everything else apart. So yeah, let's get to this. All right, let's get this box out of the way. Box is out of the way. Now we're going to take this cover off in here. So right down there, those two silver bolts. Let me see if I can point to them. Right there, and the other one right there. So at least we can see what we're doing. Right. All right. So I've never, obviously, taken one of these off before, but I think what I'm going to try to do is loosen from the front, and then start loosening these the rear bolts, or the bolts on there, off. So yeah, we'll take it off slowly and see how it goes. Shouldn't be that difficult. So I'm taking off the two pins right now. Pretty simple. There's one. And there's two. So now I'm just going to try to finish taking these bolts off the top here. Got that one out. That's the top. And then there's this other one down here on the bottom. So give me a second, I'll take that one off. All right guys, now with that bolt off, I believe the whole exhaust is basically loose now. I'm gonna set you guys back up here on my fake tripod. There we go. See if we can finagle this thing out of here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it looks like there's another bolt up here we have to deal with. On the fender, right up top here. I should just take this fender off, but I'm afraid if I do, that my air filter will get all dirty. And there it is. There's the exhaust taken off. Looks like we might have a little gasket right there that we may have to reuse, but we'll see. So take a look at this, guys. Look at this. There's the exhaust inlet there. Look at this little pipe and how big it is compared to the new hot laps pipes. Much larger diameter pipe. Let me do a side by side. I mean, look at the difference. It's wild. All right, so let me see what we need to take out of our hardware package, and we'll continue on. All right, so it looks like it did not come with a new gasket, so I just slid it off the the factory exhaust right here. Slide it right over that. Got some cool Hot Lap stickers. And unless you can read Japanese, I think the instructions are going to be kind of useless. So let's just begin slowly working this thing together. I think I'm going to put this piece on first, lightly bolt that on, and then I'll just start piecing the rest of this exhaust together. So let's see how this goes. I've never done this before, don't know how to do it, so it's going to be a learning experience. Let's get to it. Alright, looking at the instructions, from the picture anyway, we can see our bracket, our support bracket is there. So, I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. But I'm going to try to install this pipe first. We'll go from there. So that's loosely on there. Now I can continue on. See it starting to come out right there. So let's see what piece, probably this piece next, right? So probably slips right over this guy somehow. Yeah. Man. All right, let's keep going. New hardware to put in. Sorry if I'm getting in the way of the camera, guys. Really should check. Maybe just my leg. So again, they give you all new hardware for this stuff here. Hey, look at this now. Because the exhaust is gone, this fender probably is going to have to come off because there's nothing to support it really. So I will be taking this fender off after all. Alright, so sorry about that. My ratchet fell apart. I had to put it back together. So we're still back here installing the bracket. There we go. Don't need this to be super tight on the aluminum. So, size of this one. There we go. Alright, that's good for that. Bracket is on. Let's see here. We have one spring that is needed there. Actually, let's just go ahead and grab the main piece here. So how are we going on? Like this? Like that probably? Oh yeah. Doesn't that look so good? I think so. All right guys, so here it is loosely fit together, okay? We got the bracket down here, one bolt up top, other one bolt on the bottom. Remember, they provide these two bolts for you. You got our clamp around the muffler. I have not put the springs on yet. I'm just putting everything on loosely first before I tighten down the manifold bolts. So let's go ahead and throw those springs on there. So we'll start down here from the bottom. See if I can get these springs on easily. There's one. Not too bad. There's two. And the last one. There we go. Now we can go back and tighten the manifold bolts. There we go. All right, guys, and there it is, all put together. It's pretty solid on there. So what I'm going to do real quick is give it a quick wipe down. So now we're going to give it a test start, and this is going to be with the silencer in. I have not removed it yet, so before I put it all back together, I just want to make sure there's no exhaust leaks or anything. So this is with the silencer in. Just make sure everything's good to go. No fuel leaking from the jet. Okay, we should be ready to rock and roll here. This is with the silencer installed, guys. Alright guys, so I've just taken the little silencer out and we're going to start it up and see how it sounds. Sounds pretty wild. Alright, let me get this all back together and we'll go for a ride. Alright guys, so we just got done doing the install of the hot lap exhaust. We're about to go for a ride. So the install was actually pretty easy. We're going to start it up here, get a couple of sound clips, and then we'll head out. There it is, idling. This is without the silencer installed. So yeah, without further ado, let's go take this thing for a ride. So far the things that I've got done to the Navi are the intake filter, the uni intake filter. I've got the Melosi variator kit with the 12-gram rollers and the upgraded spring. And now I've got the 90 main jet with the hot lap exhaust. Oh, look at this. We're going past 50 miles an hour now. This is probably the fastest we've ever gone. You guys probably can't see it, but it looks like I'm doing about 52, maybe 53. Oh yeah, okay, we're gaining some speed now. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I will keep you guys updated in the next video.